Let's find out why nobody warms up like Carlos Alcaraz. His explosive agility drills, lightning footwork, and razor-sharp focus prime him into an absolute beast once he steps on court. His pre-match warm-ups are not just routine. They're a carefully calibrated prelude to the breathtaking movement he so often displays on court. At the heart of this process, undeniably pivotal, is his relentless commitment to footwork drills that awaken and refine his entire movement apparatus before the match even begins. First and foremost, these drills serve as a dynamic warm-up. Unlike static stretching, which can leave muscles unprepared, Alcaraz's movement-centered routine promotes blood flow to the legs, hips, and core. This heightened circulation increases muscular elasticity and enhances neural readiness, sharpening reaction times and bolstering joint stability. Precisely the conditions needed for his lightning-quick launches into each point. Beyond the physiological boost, the mental advantage is profound. Each footwork pattern primes his proprioception, the subconscious spatial awareness of where limbs are and how they're moving. In the heightened environment of a match, this translates to split-second decisions, split-step timing, micro-adjustments, and recovering from stretches. As one analysis highlights, it isn't just athleticism Alcaraz relies on, it's the union of that athleticism and technical precision in his split-step, lateral movement, and change of direction, traits that convert defensive plays into offensive opportunities. Furthermore, these repetitive movement sequences serve as rehearsal. With each shuffle, crossover, and sprint, he ingrains the sequencing of muscle activation necessary for real matches. His explosive first step and precision in adjustment are not happenstance. They are the outcome of countless repetitions. This mastery is highlighted in his crossover step when defending in the backhand corner, a technique that not only increases speed but also preserves balance and enables immediate recovery for attack. Alcaraz described this footwork as making him feel as though he's flying. Such conditioning has performance-wide benefits. Hawkeye data shows he covers more court per rally than the tour average and uses less energy doing so. His reactions off serve clock in at around 0.38 seconds, quicker than 92% of ATP players. This output is no accident. It is fueled by his warm-up-induced readiness, coaching his body to shift from relaxed to explosive in an instant. Crucially, Alcaraz's movement is not just fast, it's balanced. His warm-ups reinforce a low center of gravity and fine-tuned posture, enabling him to transition between open base stances, recovery steps, and explosive lunges seamlessly. On grass at Queen's, commentators marveled at how he shortens and quickens footwork, shortening his stride and enhancing balance to dominate both deep and angled balls. His core strength is the unseen engine behind the ferocious strokes and explosive serve that define his game. By engaging his core early, long before the first point, he primes the essential muscle groups that serve as the link between power generation from the legs and precision execution through the racket. In tennis, every shot begins from the ground. A powerful serve or deep, heavy ground stroke is less about brute arm speed and more about how efficiently energy flows from the legs, through the trunk, and into the arm and racket. This kinetic chain hinges on core strength. If the core is weak, energy leaks, and players lose speed and control. Experts explain that a strong midsection enhances force transfer from the ground to the ball, maximizing shot velocity and stability. By warming up his core, Alcaraz activates the deep and superficial muscles, the abs, obliques, spinal stabilizers, and pelvic floor, that create a rigid yet dynamic midsection. This primes his ability to brace, rotate, and decelerate under stress. Studies confirm that serve power stems significantly from core and leg drive, accounting for more than half the racket speed at contact. Before service games, core activation reshapes Alcaraz's body mechanics. His trunk and hip muscles engage in sync, building a stable yet explosive base. A robust core allows him to twist his torso in a tightly coiled motion before releasing it through the serve, maximizing angular momentum while protecting his spine. Research shows this trunk-driven motion contributes the largest proportion of velocity in pro serving mechanics. The benefits extend to his ground strokes too. Whether stepping into a forehand or recovering to his backhand, core strength enables seamless rotational power. The core is the anchor that holds while the body shifts, compresses, and uncoils, converting built-up energy into ball speed. When asked why an efficient kinetic chain matters, trainers highlight precisely this link. A stable midsection ensures that the force generated by the legs doesn't dissipate before reaching the racket. Moreover, by embedding core activation into his warm-up, Alcaraz minimizes the risk of injury. Tennis moves, especially serving, impose an intense load on the lower back and spine. A warm, strong core helps absorb and decelerate these forces, protecting his body from overuse strains. As he advances through a match, his trunk remains engaged, ready to absorb shock and stabilize sudden directional shifts, helping him recover quickly between points. This early activation also lays the foundation for endurance. In long rallies and multi-set battles, efficiency matters. A well-conditioned core resists fatigue, helps maintain shot accuracy, and reduces energy wastage. The result is sustained power and precision, even in the critical final games. He includes meticulous stretching and mobility work, born from his past battles with mid-match cramps. These efforts aren't just about flexibility. They're a vital guard against injury, a boost to his movement, and a key to unleashing his power on court. Alcaraz first encountered severe cramping during the 2023 French Open semifinal against Novak Djokovic, where tight nerves and physical strain led to debilitating calf cramps. This rocky experience taught him just how much sliding, rapid direction changes, and high-stakes rallies can expose vulnerabilities in his body. So with the guidance of his team, including physio Juanjo Moreno and even a psychologist, Alcaraz crafted a warm-up routine that proactively addresses those weaknesses. Through dynamic stretching and targeted joint prep, he increases blood flow and loosens muscles before the match begins. This prevents tightness that could otherwise lead to cramps or injuries under pressure. Research shows such activity reduces passive joint stiffness and primes the stretch-shortening cycles in muscles, vital for agility and power, especially in racket sports. By keeping his joints fluid and muscles responsive, Alcaraz gains the ability to slide into seemingly unreachable balls with grace and control. His lower body remains supple, allowing for lengthy lunges and deep court coverage without jolting his muscles or straining tendons. This fluidity directly contributes to his legendary defense-to-offense transitions, where he moves with the ease of a seasoned veteran. Stringing together lunges, rotations, and multi-directional pivots, he prepares his body for full-range motion. With joints already warmed and unrestricted, his shot mechanics become smoother and more powerful. It's this mobility that lets him coil, uncoil, and launch booming ground strokes and serves with fluid joint synchronization. When the hips and shoulders spiral unhindered, each swing taps into his full athletic potential. Beyond power, mobility contributes to resilience. Alcaraz's proactive movement prep reduces impact stress on joints and tendons, slashing the likelihood of strains or repetitive use injuries. And while physical readiness is crucial, they also recognize the mental tie to cramps. Fear and tension can tighten muscles and trigger spasms. So Alcaraz complements his stretching with psychological coaching to remain loose under pressure.